dismissed these findings, but the evidence remains: African DNA in pre-Columbian American populations. Why suppress this? Because it shatters the narrative that Europeans discovered and civilized America. It reveals that African civilizations were sophisticated maritime powers exploring the world centuries before European expansion.
The smoking gun? Ancient Roman and Greek texts describe African expeditions to a Western continent. These weren't fantasy writers. They were documenting actual voyages.
Pliny the Elder wrote about African merchants reaching America. Diodorus Siculus documented Carthaginian expeditions beyond the Pillars of Hercules to a mysterious continent. The Carthaginians were African. Look, the evidence is overwhelming when you step outside the academic establishment's narrative. African civilizations had the maritime technology, the wealth, and the motivation to explore the Atlantic. The Olmec heads don't lie. The botanical evidence doesn't lie. The linguistic connections don't lie. We've been taught that European exploration was humanity's first reach across the Atlantic, but the truth is far more profound. Africans were exploring, trading, and connecting continents while Europe was still in the Dark Ages. The next time someone tells you Columbus discovered America, remember this: the evidence shows that African sailors were carving trade routes across the Atlantic centuries before Columbus was born. The question isn't whether they reached America, it's how many people in power are trying to keep this truth buried. What other historical facts have been deliberately hidden from us? The erased legacy of African exploration demands to be told. Please subscribe for more erased African history, and thanks for watching.